Special here from the Visual Arts Center of New Jersey. My name is Fred Honold with the Hometown Television Special. We're here for the Visual Arts Center's Spring Art Show, and we're going to showcase 3 artists tonight. And we're very fortunate here to have Thea Clark. And Thea, welcome. Great to have you
Thank
here.
you. It's nice to have you here, too. Thank you.
You're here in the upstairs exhibition.
Studio X. Mm-hmm.
Your first Studio X, your first solo.
Yes, that's right.
That's
great.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about what the viewers will be seeing tonight as they move around with your art and your background and what inspired you here.
Okay. Well, I think the thing that people will notice when they first come into the studio space is that all of these materials, in one way or another, might seem very familiar to them. A lot of the materials are drawn from elements that people would have in their homes, or in fact that their homes are actually made up of. Mm-hmm. They're used in ways that really evoke my theme of the change and sort of the inner crisis, the experience of change that's unsettling to us as humans as our global climate is changing so rapidly. So all of the pieces in some way are responding to the physical environment, but also the internal experience of the physical environment that individuals have.
And that's so important. You're right. We're living through a vast time of change. Yeah. And what I found very interesting out in the hallway from the studio that we're standing here is you have a series of shirts, white shirts, right, that up to a certain point are muddied, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm.
And share with the audience where you got that inspiration from, because I think that's fascinating.
Yeah, I was in Staten Island after Hurricane Sandy, and I was doing some volunteer work there. And of course, it was an overwhelming experience in any case, but one of the most visceral images that really stayed with me was the water line that you could see on the garage doors everywhere. And it was just one after the other, after the other, after the other, and it was really high. And there was this mark that left such a clear picture of what the people had experienced, and it was haunting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, behind us, you have a series of, is it blue styrofoam wrapped up, and inside one is a movie?
Yeah, it's actually a window insulation material that they use, and when I came across it, the light was shining down on it, and home center, and I just saw the color, and I thought it was uncanny how that color really resembled glaciers. The blue in the glacier is the only color that doesn't get absorbed by the ice, and so that's the color that we see. It doesn't really look white. It actually looks blue when you look at glaciers.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so when you can actually look through all of the tubes, and there are some other images inside, and in one of them is a video that's playing some video footage from the 1950s from a science show about glaciers.
All right.
Yeah.
And behind us here,
this
one right here is very intriguing. What does this symbolize?
Well, this is clearly, maybe, I don't know if you can see it so clearly, but it's made up of asphalt shingles, primarily on a wood panel, and the asphalt shingles are facing the wrong direction. So the water would not be running off them as it should be on a roof, but it would be, in fact, containing the water. And what we have in the upper left corner is a spout, something that is unleashed from the innards of this visual, and it's made up of just a variety of materials, from fabric and wood, and it is sort of one of the elements that is representing the home, the domestic sphere.
Okay, very nice. And the final one here that we're standing right in front of is intriguing me, and I'm not sure what it evokes. At first, it looked like a horse of some type. What exactly is this? Okay,
well, I think this can be read a number of different ways. Again, the spherical form here is comprised of many different domestic clothing, towels, elements. The way in which there are these straps are wrapped, it almost looks like bundles that somebody might carry in their possessions away from somewhere.
I can see that.
It also, I think this is. It can be read in multiple ways. The furniture element is really akimbo and very, it seems perhaps hazardous almost the way it's tilting.
It does, yes.
And then we have these elements that are raining down through the furniture. So in a way, everything is sort of off kilter, a little bit wrong, a little bit, worrisome. And I think that, and then hopefully the details, people have some sort of impact from the overall image, and then they kind of get pulled in and see the elements and the details. And we have some acoustic tiles here and some cyclone fencing, and all elements again that reflect or in fact make up the home.
I love the story behind the story, because when I walked in here, I saw this. It caught my eye, and I thought it gives you a sense of movement. Which
Great.
Is probably
That's
why I
great.
put the horse, but your explanation now brings it alive. So
That's great. You can see what you want to see.
you can see exactly right. That's a true artist.
Yeah.
Listen, Thea, thank you so much. This
Thank
is great.
you.
Congratulations
Pleasure.
on your
Thank you
first
very much. I
solo
appreciate it.
show.
Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you.